Rapper BG lifestyle and net worth. Christopher Noel Dorsey, born on September 3, 1980, better known by his stage name as rapper BG, short for Baby Gangsta, is an American rapper from New Orleans, Louisiana. He began his music career signing to Cash Money Records in 1993, at the age of 12. Dorsey, alongside fellow rappers, Lil Wayne, Juvenile and Turk, collectively formed the Hot Boys in 1997. BG released several solo albums for Cash Money, including the platinum-selling Chopper City in the Ghetto in 1999. In 2001, he resigned from Cash Money Records and created his own label, Chopper City Records. Rapper BG has a net worth of approximately $2 million. He is 6 feet 3 inches tall, which is approximately 1.91 meters tall. That being said, let's roll. Rapper BG early life. As stated earlier, Dorsey was born on September 3, 1980, at Charity Hospital in New Orleans, Louisiana. He grew up in the Freret neighborhood of Uptown New Orleans, which is located in the 13th Ward. The Dorsey family lived in a shotgun house on the corner of Valence and Magnolia Streets. When he was 12, his father was killed during an attempted robbery. He then began selling crack cocaine and hanging out on street corners with drug dealers. While attending middle school, he started rapping and eventually met with Brian Williams, well known as Birdman, aka Baby, in a certain barbershop in the year 1993. Birdman and his brother, Slim, took Dorsey in, allowing him to stay with them. They later signed him to Cash Money Records. At 15, he dropped out of high school and began using heroin, but he still focused on making music. Rapper BG legal issues. On November 3, 2009, Dorsey was arrested in New Orleans, Louisiana after police pulled over his Chevrolet Tahoe during a routine traffic stop. It is rumored that he was leaving the home of his girlfriend in Uptown, New Orleans, when he was stopped by the police in eastern New Orleans. During a search of his vehicle, police found 3 guns, 2 of which were reported stolen. Dorsey was booked into the Orleans Parish Jail on an illegal carrying of weapons charge. When Dorsey appeared in court on November 5, his incarceration and bond information were unknown to the press at that time. On February 11, 2010, Dorsey appeared in court and entered a not guilty plea. According to the indictment, Dorsey was in possession of a firearm between August 2009, which was count 1, and again on November 3, 2009, which was count 2. It also states that Dorsey and 2 passengers in the vehicle conspired to obstruct justice when one signed what prosecutor later categorized as a false affidavit when he took sole responsibility for the firearms. Prior to Dorsey's trial, one passenger pleaded guilty for his role in the offenses and was sentenced to serve 20 years in prison, while the other pled guilty to misprision of a felony and received 30 months in prison. On December 7, 2011, Dorsey pled guilty to 2 counts of possession of a firearm and 1 count of conspiracy to obstruct justice. On July 18, 2012, Dorsey was sentenced to 14 years in a federal prison and 3 years federal supervision upon his release. On September 5, 2023, Dorsey was released from prison after serving 11 years of his 14-year sentence. Rapper BG career. He released the album, Chopper City, in 1996, and the albums, It's All On You, Volume 1 and Volume 2 in 1997. He was also part of the group, Hot Boys, with other well-known local rappers, Lil Wayne, Juvenile, Turk, and Birdman's nephew, Derek aka Bulletproof, who eventually left the group. The group's debut album, Get It How You Live, was released in October 1997. In 1998, Cash Money Records signed a deal with Universal Records, which released Chopper City in the Ghetto in April 1999. The album included the hit song, Bling Bling, which further popularized the hip-hop slang term, bling bling, describing shiny, expensive jewelry, automobiles, or other forms of opulence. The Oxford English Dictionary added this slang, bling bling, in 2003. The Hot Boys' second album, Guerrilla Warfare, was released in July 1999 and reached number 5 on the Billboard 200 chart. Checkmate, produced in 2000, was BG's last album with Cash Money Records. In 2001, when BG left Cash Money Records, he claimed to have left the label over a financial dispute with owners Birdman and Ronald Slim Williams, which caused controversy at the time. He released his sixth studio album, Living Legend, on his own label, Chopper City Records. He released Life After Cash Money in 2004, The Heart of the Streets, Volume 1 in 2005, and The Heart of the Streets, Volume 2, I Am What I Am, which reached number 6 on the Billboard 200, in 2006. With the Chopper City Boys, he recorded We Got This in 2007 and Life in the Concrete Jungle in 2008. In 2009, the Hot Boys agreed to a reunion. This plan was later scrapped, though BG and Juvenile did appear briefly on stage at Lil Wayne's concert that June. BG released his 10th studio album, Too Hood to Be Hollywood, in December 2009 after many delays. It included the hit single, My Hood, which featured longtime friend, Manny Fresh. My Hood reached number 70 on the US R&B charts. In June 2010, BG released a collaborative mixtape with Baton Rouge rapper, Lil Boozy, titled Miss Boozy, which is the combined area codes of their respective hometowns. A month later, BG released a solo mixtape titled Money Side, where he introduces his newfound group, Chopper City Guerrilla Gang, or simply CCGG. He released his street album titled Hollyhood on October 5, 2010. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for such interesting content.